Here we are on Brunch with Brian this morning. And on our Tuesday call, our Teaching Tuesday call, we talked about the smartest you can be, being really smart in your life, making the right calls, doing the right things to get the right results. And that the definition of intelligence is kind of an interesting concept because what makes people smart? All right. I mean, if somebody takes an IQ test and they get a really high score, does that mean they're smart? Well, what if they get a really high score on an IQ test, but they can't get a job? They can't hold a job. All right. Well, that doesn't seem like a smart person to me. All right. So again, smart is relative to results. And that's what I want you to be thinking about. The smart people get good results. And I don't care if they don't have the best vocabulary. Look at Lynette. Now, when Lynette and I met, she came from a blue collar family. Her dad was the head pressman at a newspaper, and he didn't have a great vocabulary, and he said them and those and all out of order, and poor grammar. And so if you listen to Lynette talk when we first met, you wouldn't essentially, you wouldn't naturally think, wow, she's smart. But guess what, she was smart in so many other ways. So Lynette was really smart, and she has a different kind of intelligence, a different, sometimes people have an emotional intelligence, an intelligence about themselves, emotional awareness. That's definitely a big part of intelligence. So intelligence isn't just, doing good on a test. It's doing good in life. That's what it is. Write that down. That's a good tip. Being smart is not doing good on a test. It's doing good in life and figuring out how to get good results in life. Part of that is being good with people. And so there's a huge emotional intelligence component to intelligence. If you know how to get excited yourself and motivate others and have contagious enthusiasm, that's smart. Okay, that's really smart. If you have figured out how to take a lot of action in a day, if you're a real actioneer, if you're what we love to call actioneers, if you're an actioneer and you just get up and you start kicking butt and you just focused all day, let me send you to a really good video. I did an interview with Ted Nugent in 1978. Oh my gosh, am I old? But I want you to watch this video because he talks about this. He talks about just getting up in the morning and going gonzo. That was his saying, go gonzo. So I don't agree with everything Ted says with politics and all that stuff, but he was a great rock and roll star, and he says some great things in this interview. My producer told me it was the best interview of a rock star he'd ever seen. And so I want you to watch it. Go on YouTube, just type in Ted Nugent, Brian Wolf, and it'll come up, and watch that interview. That's a really good motivating 5 minutes on let's do our best in life. Let's get up and take a lot of action. So I think smart people are the people who figured out how to get themselves to get up and take a lot of action. Smart people are also the people who are in an area that is that's going to pay off. Let me put it that way. I mean, you make choices in life, like where should I put my time? And that's a real smart or dumb thing. Where am I going to put my time? Okay, so you can make a really smart decision or a really dumb decision there. Now, I kind of tease my brother-in-law because he has a pretty good job. He makes about 100 grand a year, but what's his side hustle? I've said, Tom, you got to be in real estate. If you would just buy one house, with some kind of creative financing deal in 5 years, every 5 years buy one house other than your own house, and you're going to be in a lot better shape when you retire. But you know what he's doing? He's selling Tupperware on eBay. Oh, I keep teasing him about this. This is going to get back to him at some point. But how much money are you ever going to make selling Tupperware on eBay? How much do you make per transaction? $12.56 on that one. It's not worth it. Where you want to put your time is in some kind of a lucrative pursuit, something with big paydays. So that's real estate. Real estate has big paydays, but you have to understand the business. So the key, and what I realized when I was talking on Tuesday and the Teaching Tuesdays call, was how important preparation is to intelligence. And I just really got stuck on that. I had like 10 different functions of intelligence, 10 ways to see if you're smart. Are you good at these things? And number one was preparation. If you want to be smart in any given situation, prepare for that situation. And so that's the biggest takeaway for me of all time, is preparation is the key to intelligence. So if you want to be smart at something, let's say the gardeners are out there doing the yard today. So what if you're really good at trimming trees? Okay, well, that's not bad. You can make a living trimming trees, but that's where you can have a regular job, and then you need some kind of a side hustle that can take you beyond, infinity and beyond. Okay, so that's why I want you in real estate, because real estate has huge paydays, and if you just somehow manage to buy 5 or 10 rental properties in your life, you're going to have a lot better retirement and a lot better legacy for your kids. That's what it comes down to. And that's why I like buy and hold cash flow properties, because that's a legacy you can leave for your kids, and it's cash flow when you get old. So that's why we really focus on that. That's why we have a whole bunch of rental and rent to own properties. And that's why I want you to have them too. It's passive income. So when you don't want to work anymore, you can't work anymore. You don't have to work anymore. So that's the key to this business. Now, sometimes you can do wholesales and you can do fix and flips to generate down payments for properties. Listen, every deal you get isn't going to be nothing down FSBO, for sale by owner financing deal. Sometimes you're going to have to get financing on a deal to get it. We just saw a really good property. This is going to sound dumb. It's a $48,000 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, but they've got a tenant in there who's paying $900 a month. Okay, so $900 a month for a property I can buy for $48,000. I can get a deal. I could probably get it for $40,000 or $45,000 maybe. Okay, so what if I buy that for $45,000 and I have to get financing? Lynette and I do these type of loans now, so don't forget that. We're private money brokers. We can help you get these type of loans. So what's a rent-a-loan? A rent-a-loan is usually a 20% down purchase money loan on a rental property like that. So this one, it's in Detroit. If I bought this one for 45 grand, I'd have to come up with $9,000 plus closing costs. So I probably have to come up with about maybe 11 or 12 grand to buy a $48,000 house. Now, if I put a lease purchase tenant buyer in there, I hope to get at least 5,000 down up front and maybe 10,000. Okay. But if I can get 5,000 down up front, that offsets my 12,000 it took me to buy it. So I'm 7,000 in the red going into this property. However, my payment on this property is going to be about $400 a month, and they're paying $900 a month, and they're already in there. I don't even have to go looking for a tenant. They're already in there. They're already paying $900 a month. I might raise that rent. So I've got a $500 a month cash flow on this property. Now I did have to come up with, money down, but I'm really only 7,000 in the red. And if I got a $500 a month positive cash flow, it's only going to take me how long to get into the black? 14 months. So in 14 months, I'm going to be in the black making $500 a month on that one property. So that's why you got to be smart. You got to know all the different strategies, and you got to sometimes be willing to do financing. No, not every deal is a nothing down deal. Sometimes sellers will also want some money down, 5 or 10%. That's not an unreasonable request if they're willing to carry the financing. So again, that's where you do some wholesales and some fix and flips to have working capital. But remember, that's the great thing about selling on rent to own and lease purchase is you can generate working capital. Okay, so that's all some smart stuff about real estate, right? So that all prepares you for success in real estate. So being smart means getting good results. And guess what? If you're not getting good results, what do? Do you quit? No, you get smarter. You try something else. Life is all about testing and measuring. Everything we do. Did this work? Did that work? Did we get deals off this? Did this, where's the money in the business? And you got to hunt it out, and figure out the cities that you want to work and how to do it and the best ways to do it, but never quit. Always just say, okay, this, I'm not getting the results I want right now, but because I'm smart and I'm confident, confidence is a huge part of intelligence too. Confidence and preparation. If you say, I'm smart, I have confidence, I'm a smart person, I am a smart person, that goes a long way towards you acting like a smart person and doing good on a puzzle. Okay, if you got like, I watch this Social Survivor. It's one of my favorite shows, and they just started a new season. There's always these puzzles, and so they're always trying to figure out these puzzles, and they're complicated sometimes, and they're not easy puzzles. And I'll tell you what, if you went into that puzzle and just closed your eyes and said, I am amazing at puzzles, I am so smart, and then you start doing the puzzle, that little affirmation right before you start doing the puzzle would go a long way towards you being smarter. So confidence is huge for intelligence, just feeling like you're smart, and getting results is the biggest key. But how do you get results is preparation. So I'm going to say almost all intelligence comes back to preparation. I mean, how come I know a lot about real estate? How come I know how to close a real estate deal? Because I've had a lot of preparation. I've studied this stuff. I've gotten a lot of training. I've role played the scripts. I've done a lot of calls now. So I have a lot of, background that's made me feel like I'm smart at this. Okay. And I've gotten good results. That's the key. Anything that you've gotten good results in, you're smart. That's an area you're smart. So expound on those areas. And if you're not getting good results, it just means you haven't learned enough yet. You haven't tried enough things yet. So keep learning and keep trying stuff, keep changing what you're doing. Okay. So lots of comments today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yes, it's the professor this morning. Good morning, KJ. Love those hearts. 6 hearts today. Lori, Lacey, yes, you watched it. Good job. That interview is awesome, Ted. It's great. Hey, look at that. So a couple of people have seen that interview and listen to, that's a really great message. Seriously, that's awesome messaging. Okay. You watched it 5 times. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. And I was really young. I was 18 years old. Oh my goodness. Working at a TV station at 18, interviewing my rock superstar. We went and saw the concert that night, and we had second row seats, second row center. It was insane. Great to see you, Nolan, Kathy, and Robert. Always great to see Robert, my man. And Detroit is a good area. Definitely. Cleveland, guys. If you haven't checked out Cleveland, Columbus, Ohio, I also like. Anywhere where you can buy a family home for 80,000 to 150. That's kind of my formula. If you can buy a decent family home for anywhere from 80,000 to 150,000, that's a good market. Okay. That's kind of a sweet spot for rentals. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that you can't buy an $800,000 property and have it be a great rental. Sometimes those are great and you got big spreads on them too. So don't automatically think you have to be in that market. You can be in both markets. We got one property we're making $1,600 a month on, and it's like a $900,000 house. So it's not, it's not the pricing. Yes, I like that low end stuff because you get some big spreads on cheap houses, but don't run away from the expensive ones because there's some good spreads there too. Yes, get smarter and keep pushing forward. Never say quit. Never say die. Yep. Have a great day. Thank you, Robert. Hey, how you doing? Hey, am I reading your name right there? Whoa, Dwalcott? Well, great to see you here. I haven't seen you here before. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday that we're here, guys. So keep learning and growing. Keep showing up here, and you will absolutely keep learning and growing. Charles, great to see you. So everybody's having a great week. Let's all be productive. Oh, work for equity. Okay. Caleb's looking at work for equity. I will talk about work for equity properties next week. So today, let's focus on preparation, getting prepared for success. That's how you tell how smart you are, getting good results. So let's all get some great results. And we're leading into the weekend. This is Thursday, Friday is always good days to make phone calls to set up appointments for Saturday to get out there and look at houses and buy some houses. So let's have a great weekend. Let's set the foundation today. Let's get our calls made. At least 20 calls a week. That's our minimum KPI that's going to get you there. All right. So great to see you guys as always. And I will see. Okay. I have all expensive and I get stuck. Okay, so guys, I want to just keep coming back, and I'm going to teach you guys what you need to know. And you know what? That's good that Caleb is asking me to teach on certain topics. I love requests. You know, I honor requests. So if you guys ever want me to specifically go into a topic, you know, on any of these Brunch with Brians, let me know in the chat. And I always answer your guys' chat, and I always look at all of them, and that's me answering you, not somebody in the office. So I definitely give me comments. I love your comments, and I always respect your guys' time. I love seeing you here. Okay, so have an amazing day, everybody. Oh, what's our affirmation for today? Our affirmation is I'm smart because I prepare. I'm smart because I prepare. Okay, 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm smart because I prepare. I'm smart because I prepare. I'm smart because I prepare. Okay, that's a good one. Let's do deep breathing. 3 deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. Fill up those lungs. And always smiling. Always smile when you do your deep breathing. That changes your physiology, and that changes your mental game, your smartness. Physically act like you're smart. Nice deep breath in and exhale. How do you physically act as if you're smart? You have a confident body language. Confident body language makes you feel smarter. Okay, that was another key to being smart: preparation, confidence, and strong body language. All right, so guys, I will see you tomorrow. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and taking action.